Welcome everyone to an account update video. I hope your 2022 has got off to a great start. Happy New Year, happy holidays, let's go. So we got a bunch of stuff to talk about today. We're gonna talk about the website. I bet you guys didn't know I had a website. I do. The YouTube channel, which if you're watching this right now, you're on here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you. The Twitch channel, I got one of those too. Bet you didn't know about that. All right, I'll put those things, links in the description. All right, so first things first, let's talk about how 2022 is going to be the breakout year for me. Okay, and hopefully it's going to be an amazing year for you too. 2021 was supposed to be my breakout year. It's supposed to be the big year. It's supposed to be the year of everything culminating, coming together, and really just being what this is now. So all this stuff, from getting a microphone to a computer to, Elgatos. I remember my very first Elgato was years ago, you know what I'm saying, has led up to this moment here. We finally got here. I come from a poor place, so it's not necessarily like we just breed stars all over the place, like people got money like that. We don't. You got to work hard for this stuff. So back in 2021, I was ready for my breakout year. Started off strong in January, streaming on Twitch, every day, every single day actually, very consistently for a while. And then February came around, still doing the same thing. I'm not sure exactly when I started dropping some YouTube videos, but I started doing that too, trying to generate some more links, coming over from YouTube to Twitch, get some interest and viewers and stuff like that. So started doing that with Genshin Impact, and I was feeling like really having a lot of fun with the game. I was trying to start a brand new game. I'm the type of person who usually has ended up at the top of a game, and I like starting games from the beginning. So that way I can, dominate the game and maintain a foothold right from the start. It's hard to get into a game like Raid Shadow Legends. 3 years after it starts is kind of crazy. I generally don't do it as a rule of thumb, but here I am doing it this year anyway, so we'll see about that. But we got to talk about Raid Shadow Legends. We got to talk about Genshin Impact. We got to talk about a couple games like New World and some other stuff, some MMOs, and other things. Call of Duty, Madden. I used to play those too. So first things first, this is the website. This About Me page never got finished. You see the table of contents here is not filled out. There's really nothing here. If you look at the equipment page here, this is more of how everything should be looking. It should have a nice table of contents. It should have some stuff here. You should be able to, click something and take you, not even down the page, but to a page, where it has separate information, stuff like that. So this never really got completely finished. Now, I coded this all for myself from scratch, every last little thing by hand. And if you, create a website, I've created many, you usually start with the main page first. You kind of fill out the contents. So like you got the About Me, the equipment page, the contact page. Usually that stuff is first. All the About Me page is pretty blank. Let's show you the main page. The main page is also blank. So I did things the opposite way. What I wanted to do, and this was a couple years ago, actually, it wasn't last year. This was for Fortnite Save the World when it came out, and it actually still hasn't really released, I think, for free yet. But it was like back, when it first released, it had a weird release to it. But basically, I created a whole website dedicated to this game, and it's very big, it's massive, it's thorough, it's got all different kinds of stuff. So I did things backwards, instead of starting with the main page, going to the About Me, equipment, then going to the main section of the site, I started with the main section of the site. It happened to be that game, dedicating myself to that game. And what I wanted to do is create something from scratch. Like I said, I hand code the thing from scratch. I wanted a custom website. Like you don't really see these things these days. They don't really exist. There's some people creating websites or creating stuff on websites, for example, like maybe a calculator or something useful, like a tool maybe. But people don't really create a website from scratch anymore. It's not really done. There's a lot of WordPress websites, and you could tell the difference between just right-clicking on the page itself. If I was to go to the equipment page, for example, I right-click it and I go to View Page Source. I'm going to take you through the code for like 1 second. Bear with me. Don't lose train of thought and bail out before we get to the YouTube stuff and all the other stuff. Just bear with me for 1 second. You open up the page source, okay? You can see the scroll bars. This is how you really need to, pay attention to what's going on here without needing to know code. Look at the scroll bars. I mean, the scroll bars are very small. There's not a lot going on. There's really not a lot of code. There's really just a lot of words like capture card, from the Elgato, stuff like that. So you get to see descriptions of the words. You go check out someone else's website anyone. I don't really care which one it is. There's so many of these days. These ones don't exist anymore. The other ones do. You'll see WordPress. You'll see all different kinds of these. They're content message systems, CMS. And you'll see the scroll bars are humongous, gigantic. The code looks insane. Mine's mostly words. It's not a lot of code. And you can see it's very concise. It's very, I would say it's aesthetically pleasing. It looks nice. It's not all, just basic. You go to the Fortnite part of the website, we got all this stuff really looks a lot like the game. I built it to look like the game. So the hero loadouts, for example, let's just go over those for 1 second. This is like a part of the game. Say if this is Raid Shadow Legends, maybe like the teams, maybe like Spider Team or something like that. This is how it looks in the game too. So this is how the team performs. This is how I build a team. It's got a little description to it. Got some suggestions for the weapons, stuff like that. Basically everything you need for making the thing work. So it's very in-depth. It's very thorough. There's a lot of stuff going on. So let's ask a question real quick. Ask the question of, will we have a Raid Shadow Legends website? Is there going to be a Genshin Impact website? I initially created this to be that way. So it says games for a reason, so I could add games to it as I go. But like I said, 2021, I kind of like this lost motivation. It was kind of like the wind getting knocked out of me, metaphorically speaking. It's a weird way to explain it. It's just hard to explain, period. But that's just kind of how it was, So I don't think I'll be creating a Raid Shadow Legends part of the website. At least I have no plans to at this moment, or Genshin Impact or anything else. What I do have plans to do as far as coding goes is maybe code the website front page, give it at the bare minimum, put the videos here, and then maybe an article system on top of that. So as you can see, the YouTube, we have the videos here. Just make them appear on here is probably what I'll do. I've done it on previous websites. It should be pretty easy to do. But I got to get my motivation back, man. I lost my mojo, so to speak. If you're like a Austin Powers fan by any means, you know what I'm talking about. So got the Twitch page here. Links in the description. I got 164 followers here. Appreciate y'all, every single one of you. Hopefully some of you are at least hearing this. Same thing with the YouTube subscribers. I mean, if you're here listening to this video, it's here on YouTube. I appreciate each and every one of you. We've gotten about 80 in the last month, so we've doubled basically in 1 month. And this is all Raid Shadow Legends content at the moment. So let me go back in time for a moment. Okay, so we got me starting 8 months ago with some Genshin Impact videos. And you can see the views are low, 29, 13, 762, 20, 18, 9, geez. 10, 13. I wasn't really getting picked up by the algorithm. No one's really seeing my videos. They're not being seen. You can see I got max score in a lot of these, and very few people in this world did that. So I was a top player in the game, and I just wasn't really getting no views. So it is what it is. I went to New World. I really was looking forward to that game for a couple years now while it was being in production. So once it came, I really was looking forward to jumping into New World, and it just didn't work out for me. Fell through. Long story. We'll get into some other time. Also, let me talk about how I got into Raid Shadow Legends for 1 second, because somebody had me use the referral code, and I was like, sure, I'm waiting for, New World. It's between the beta. We got about a month or two just waiting. So I'm bored. I'm not really playing no games. So I'm like, sure, I'll use a referral code and get somebody some shards. Why not? So for the first 60 days or so, I didn't even play the game really. I played it like to progress, but I wasn't like playing it to play it long term. You know what I'm saying? So one video in, which has started 1 month ago, 43 views, 2.4K now, 780, 430, 333. People are seeing my videos now. And it feels good. It feels nice. So I'm going to be creating a lot more videos. Like I said, I really wanted to create this video before 2021 was finished. But I just been like, the holidays hit hard, man. They just really do. They hit really hard. So for me, I just didn't take it well. I've had a lot of people pass away in my life, and I didn't really get affected this way by it. My dad passed away a few years back, and it kind of hit me hard. But losing Jayden was just a different level. So not sure exactly if I'll get back into Twitch streaming just yet, but maybe, maybe maybe I'll get back into that. Maybe I'll get into maybe streaming on YouTube a little bit. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I do want to fix the main page at some point though, and add to the About Me page. So maybe add some videos or something here too. So see how that goes. Let's go ahead and get into Raid Shadow Legends for a second. Just started day 150. Doing pretty well over here in the tournaments that are going on at the moment. Got a Spider tournament, which I'm taking a break from to make this video. I've got about 4,000 points. Got a nice lead there. I'll try to maintain that. Classic Arena Battle, got a nice lead there. Should win that one pretty soon. Definitely add to that score a little bit after this. Tag Team Tournament, just won this one as well. Pretty handily. So, looking pretty good. I've been doing that since the start. I mean, it's not like, well, again, not since the very start though, because I didn't really start playing for the first 60 days. And what I mean by that is like I really was making stupid decisions, like bad ones, like on purpose too. Like I would just destroy entire sets of artifacts because I was like, I won't be playing you in a couple weeks. Why do I need you? I'm not going to be using you now. I'm not using you later. So bye. Like sleep set, for example, just the whole sleep set gone. So Vrask, there he is. Vrask, for example, was one of my first epics. Armina was another epic I had very like beginning. And I just used them as food to get like ninja up because I needed my legendary up. And then I didn't really have no food. So I was like, I'm not going to be playing the game much longer. Why not? Mistake if you're going to be playing long term, though. Those are big mistakes. So I got my Vrask back, thankfully. But Vrask here, he was somebody, for example, that I got rid of because I had no intentions of playing the game. So the first 60 days, I didn't really play. I kind of played, but I didn't really play. I wasn't playing smart. I was playing very poorly, like not intelligently. So, and I was doing it on purpose. It wasn't like, no, I wasn't worried about it. So fast forward to now I'm creating content for the game. I kind of regret some of those decisions, but I mean, not too much, it's all right. I'll recuperate, I'll recover. It's not a big deal. But what is a big deal is I got to really kind of catch up and get to like a point where I got content that people want to see. You know what I'm saying? Like I got to make meaningful content. And I wanted in 2022 to start dropping champion guides, Hydra guides, all that stuff that people could actually use and benefit from. Let's go over some credentials real quick so you guys can actually see, like maybe I got something of value to offer. Platinum Arena, I made it after day 100, literally to day 100. And I'll make a video on that here soon. I'll give you guys some tips on how I got there. Maybe it can help for you. So day 60, I start trying. And then 40 days later, I'm in Platinum Arena. So I feel pretty proud about that because I heard that Platinum Arena is almost impossible to get to. And it's pretty much impossible for a new player to get to. So let's go over the credentials real quick. I'm in Gold 4 most of the time. And like those classic arena battles, if I go to Platinum, I just win too slowly, if that makes sense. Like I don't get enough points to win, stay on top. But if I go drop down to Gold 4 and I stay in Gold 4, I mean, I just pile up points fast. Like I can just sit there and drop this whole line. It's boop, 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 boop. And then, I mean, it's such easy. I've been winning those no problem for a long, long time now. So everything's good here. I think the highest I've gotten in 3 versus 3 is Silver 4. I just dropped down from Silver 3. I didn't really put a lot of time into it before the tournament. And again, 3 versus 3 is probably the hardest one for me because I don't have 3 good teams. I got 1 really good team. I got a couple variations, but not like 3 really good teams. So 3 versus 3 is probably like my hardest part of the game to work on at the moment. If I drop to lower tiers, it's easier for me to win these tournaments again. So like I pile up the points a little bit better. So as being a new account for me, like that's easier way for me to win. Doom Tower. I think the highest I've gotten is to the floor 60 boss here. I'm not sure exactly who it was. Last rotation I got to Bommel. I think he was floor 50. Not sure if I beat him. Maybe it was Dark Fae. Dark Fae was 60. I'm not sure. I have the videos for everything, so we'll get into that in the future as well. Faction Wars, I'm looking pretty good here. 63, 60, 54, 63. Skinwalkers is rough, man. I don't care who you have. Like, there's some hard hitters on my team, and they still don't do shit. It's difficult. Got a couple of them maxed out, though. We got the High Elf Crypt. Thank you to Tatter Rhyme and Alexander the Sharpshooter. They really finished that one off for me. And then we're ready to go for the shadow cams when they launch too. So looking pretty good. I'm gonna try to get Lydia though. Gotta push for that here really soon. Like tonight during CVC, I'm probably pushing for Lydia. Drop all my silver that I can get. Again, we're doing Spider, so we'll be selling a lot of stuff into those champions, for those factions that I'm lacking. And the leveling tonight, that's where they're going, the chickens and all that good stuff. So let's get on to Genshin Impact here real quick. All right, so when it comes to Genshin Impact, I have a pretty high level account here. It's like account rank, adventure rank 57, almost going on 58. So I got quite a few 90s here. Bunch of them are close to 90 as well. So we're looking pretty good as far as the account goes. I think the problem with me is I kind of just like fell off and quit at some point. Like I stopped playing. I think it was right after the Raiden Shogun came out. I think my last get is Sangonomiya Kokomi. So after Sangonomiya, I just basically wasn't playing. And then even before her, like even Raiden Shogun, for her and Raiden Shogun, I basically had to log in to get them before they were gone because I wasn't playing hardly at all. So in this game, you know, I've been able to beat everything. I was max scoring all the events at the time. I beat the Spiral Abyss. I beat every iteration of it up until the point where I kind of stopped playing. There's not a whole lot that I haven't done and can't do. So I've done everything basically. I've got a lot of stuff leveled up here. Looking really good too on a lot of the constellations. Everybody's C6 as far as the epics go until we didn't get it anymore. So I don't think we got Seiyu. I think Seiyu is the very first epic that we didn't get. So I don't think we have any legendaries that are completely maxed out. But Child is Tartaglia is on constellation level 5. And I didn't want to get his 6 because it doesn't really do a whole lot, and it's kind of pointless to me. Like it does obviously offer a little utility, but I mean for the price, it's kind of just pointless. So he's kind of a C6 to me, is what I'm getting at. I got quite a few level 90 weapons, definitely more than enough to make some content with. Like I could be slaying the content in Genshin Impact, which is a very, you know, it's getting a lot of views. But I just really, I don't know, man. Like it's just something wrong with me in this regard. Like I don't know what it is. So I had a ton of stuff, and I was really high level at some point, and I just kind of fell off and stopped playing a whole lot. So still got resources. I mean, look at that. I still got books. I still got whatever. I pulled for Arataki Ito. So I don't know what to do with the account. Am I going to keep playing it? Am I going to make some content for it? Am I going to give away it? I don't know. It's hard to say. So I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm still looking for another game too. Like if there's a new game that comes out that's like really good, I like playing new games. I like starting from the beginning, and I like dominating the game from beginning to end. And like this game, like I don't know, man. Just the whole tragic death of Jayden just really hit me wrong and sidetracked me. So I even started this game late too. It wasn't like I started this game early, right from the beginning, or beta or alpha or anything like that. Like I started this game 4 or 5 months late too, so that's kind of hard in a gacha game that's limited by energy. You only get 160 energy a day. You're limited, so you're time gated, and losing 4 months hurts. You can't like make it back. So other people just end up ahead of you, which I don't like. So I do got some really nice characters on here and a lot of high level equipment. So it's a really nice account for sure, and I have a lot of fun with the game. So that wasn't a problem either. And shout out to all my people that stuck with me through Genshin Impact, whether it was on Twitter or Twitch or wherever it may be, YouTube. Appreciate you guys. You guys really carried me through 2021. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate you guys. Solar Bang. Just shout out some names real quick. Kated X. You guys know who you are. I don't know what I'll do with this account. We'll see. Anyways, website. We'll get back to it. Raid Shadow Legends. Going to be coming out with a ton of content. Character, champion guides, Hydra, boss fights, spider stuff, just whatever, clan boss stuff, all different kinds of things. Anything and everything I can do to blanket the game. I really want to kind of just play the game. I do enjoy playing it. That's why I make content for it. I'm not getting paid to do this. No one's paying me. I'm not getting sponsored by nobody. I really just kind of gravitate towards whatever games, you know, are fun. So see you guys in the next video. You guys take it easy. Hope you guys are having a great start to your new year again. Peace.